Hello, I'm Amit Rastogi from the Kansas City VA and the University of Kansas, and today I'm going to discuss my study, a randomized controlled trial of standard definition white light, high definition white light, and narrowband imaging colonoscopy for the detection of colon polyps and prediction of polyp histology. As you all aware, standard white light colonoscopy has some major limitations, and one of the main limitations is missing adenomas that can result in the development of interval colorectal cancer. Another limitation of standard white light colonoscopy is the inability to predict the polyp histology real time during colonoscopy. So this has triggered the new advancements in imaging, and these include high definition colonoscopes as well as narrowband imaging. High definition colonoscopes have a threefold higher pixel density and produces an image that has about 1080 scan lines and is much clearer than a standard definition image. Whereas narrowband imaging involves the use of filters in the light source that uses a high intensity of blue light and thus accentuates the surface mucosal and vascular patterns. And the thought is that maybe these improvement in technologies will improve our ability to detect adenomas as well as to predict their histology. So we conducted a randomized controlled trial comparing standard definition white light, high definition white light, and narrowband imaging for the detection of adenomas, as well as comparing these three modalities in their ability to predict polyp histology. The main outcome of this study was the proportion of subjects with adenomas, and the secondary outcomes were total number of adenomas detected per subject as well as the performance characteristics of the three modalities in predicting polyp histology. Now this was conducted at 2 centers involving 6 endoscopists. We enrolled a total of 210 subjects in each of the 3 arms. Subjects were referred for either screening or surveillance colonoscopy, and they were randomized into one of the 3 arms. So that means each subject got either a colonoscopy by standard light or high definition white light or by narrowband imaging. We used the PCF 160 Olympus scopes in the standard definition arm, and we used the PCF 180 colonoscopes in the high definition arm and the narrowband imaging arm. Now, major results showed that the proportion of subjects with adenomas was 39% in the standard definition arm and was about 46% in both the high definition arm and the narrowband imaging arm. This difference of about 7% was not statistically significant. Therefore, all 3 arms detected a statistically similar proportion of subjects with adenomas. However, if you look at the number of adenomas detected per subject, this was significantly higher in the high definition arm and the narrowband imaging arm. In the standard definition arm, the number of adenomas detected per subject was 0.69, while it was 1.12 in the high definition arm and 1.13 in the narrowband imaging arm. So what it means is that both high definition white light and narrowband imaging detected a 60% higher number of adenomas compared to standard definition white light. Now, if you look at the prediction of adenomas by these 3 modalities, the highest sensitivity and accuracy was seen with narrowband imaging, and this was a sensitivity of 90% and an accuracy of 82% in predicting adenomas. Now, our study had some limitation. Obviously, this was conducted at 2 tertiary referral centers by expert colonoscopists, and therefore these results may not be generalizable to the community settings. We used a very simple polyp pattern classification to predict polyp histology using NBI that we have described in some of our previous studies. However, in spite of this being a simple classification, it still needs some learning and practice. Now, I forgot to mention another important result of the study. When we did a sub-analysis, we found that both high definition white light and narrowband imaging detected a higher number of subjects with right-sided adenomas as well as flat adenomas, and they also detected a higher number of total right-sided adenomas and flat adenomas. So these overall, the findings of our study are pretty significant, because we did detect a higher number of adenomas with high definition white light and narrowband imaging, as well as high number of flat adenomas and right-sided adenomas. Now, as we all know, that recently there has been several studies showing that colonoscopy is not very protective against right-sided colon cancer, and whether these findings ultimately will translate to decreased incidence of colorectal cancer and mortality with high definition white light and NBI needs further studies. So in conclusion, what we found was that these advancements in colonoscopes, the high definition colonoscopes and the narrowband imaging, do have an impact on adenoma detection rates, and narrowband imaging can be reasonably accurate in predicting polyp histology real time during colonoscopy. Thank you.